Well, good morning. We are back to the wise sayings of Proverbs, and today we're looking at wise saying number 11, which comes out of Proverbs 23, 10 through 11. And if you've been following, this is going to sound familiar, and I'll explain why after I read this. But 10 through 11 says, "Do not move an ancient boundary stone or encroach on the fields of the fatherless, for their defender is strong. He will take up their case against you." Now, wise saying number 5 starts out the exact same way. It says, "Do not move the ancient boundary stone set up by your ancestors." So they both start off with, "Do not move an ancient boundary stone." But in wise saying number 5, he's talking, just flat out talking about the theft. Do not steal. And it's stealing property. And back in ancient times, your wealth was determined by either or both your property and the amount of animals you had. It wasn't how much gold you had in your bank account, because they didn't have bank accounts. So if you had a lot of land, you were a wealthy person. Well, someone who's going to steal something valuable, the most valuable thing you could have stolen back then was land. So this is very important. And in wise saying number 11, it is just establishing the fact of do not steal. So it's just starting with that. Do not move an ancient boundary stone. But the reason why that is so important is because it talks about the defender of those you steal from. And it's a capital D, which means it's a proper name, which means their defender is God. Now, God's a God of justice, and he defines justice as defending the widow and the orphan, taking up for those on the fringe of society. So here he's saying don't steal from the poor or the weak or the oppressed. Don't oppress anybody. And this has been a theme through the wise sayings. I think it's so interesting that that is wisdom back in those days, is don't oppress anybody. So there's lots of applications for us today. So I'll see you tomorrow for wise saying 12.